Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine and this is Inside Out with Jazz. First and foremost, to all of my returning subscribers, I know. So I will address the elephant in the room, which is basically what you been. The long and short of it is I've just been dealing with life much like everyone else and just trying to work on things. Been juggling life, being a mom, and but I always knew that I was gonna come back to YouTube. Always my intention to circle back and start posting again, but I had to really figure out what makes sense for me, so that way when I did come back onto YouTube, it'll all make sense and be in align with what I say Inside Out with Jazz really is. I just wanted to have a little more direction as far as what I'm putting out there. That's what's been going on. All right, so without further ado, drum roll please. The real reason why you are all here is so that I can introduce InsideOutWithJazz.com. Yes, this is my website. This is my baby. I have been working on and off on my website for about the last year. And whew, let me tell you, honey, not only did I not know what I was doing because I've never built a website before, but there are so many little things that go into it, child. Because everything I did was through trial and error, and I taught myself how to do what you're gonna see. So I feel really, really proud. It's something that feels really, really near and dear to my heart, which is probably why it took me so long to really just launch this and put it out there, because it is something that I feel very, I don't want to say protective over, but I just hope that it is received well and that the intention is clear. What is InsideOutWithJazz.com? Glad you asked, because I'm going to tell you. So Inside Out with Jazz is the website that I created so that people can essentially book time with me. The reason why I created this website is because throughout my own journey, I have gone through some of the highest highs and the lowest lows and everything in between that bitch. More often than not, I felt like alone and like no one really kind of understood me. I have family and I have friends, but I think we can all attest to just at certain points in our life, no matter who we have, we can definitely feel like people don't get us or just really understand what it is that we are going through. And once I got to the space that I'm in, where I did a few years of some therapy and some genuine working on myself, and that shit don't stop me because I'm still actively healing and trying to evolve as a human being and as a person. But I realized, once I got to the other side of things, started thinking I can do this. I can create a space for people to be vulnerable, to feel heard, to receive some type of insight or guidance. And I want to be clear that I am not a licensed therapist or mental health professional. Although I do plan on becoming certified as a life coach, I'm not currently one. So I don't want to mislead or misinform anyone. But part of what we can do if you decide to book a session with me is, let's say you are in the middle of trying to find a therapist, but you're kind of feeling discouraged, and maybe you feel like you're hitting dead ends and you're not really making a lot of progress and you're frustrated. We could totally use that time to help you search for a mental health provider, reach out to a few folks, and basically get that ball rolling for you. Essentially whatever support you feel you need in that moment, because I'm not there to diagnose you or definitely not there to judge you. I just want to be the support that I wish I had a lot of the times in my life, where whether it was because I just didn't know how to ask for that support, or maybe I just didn't feel like there was anyone around that I could necessarily reach out to. Whatever your experience is, whatever it is that you're going through, or maybe you're going through something and you're just not even comfortable talking about it. Maybe you're like, this might be a little too embarrassing. Sometimes it's actually easier to speak to an objective person that doesn't have anything to gain, no biases or preconceived notions about you. You just need that safe space. You just need a place where you can go. I feel like you need to talk to somebody. So, I'm happy to provide that space for you as well. There's really no rules or restrictions as to what we can accomplish or what we can do in a one-on-one. With my help and with my support, I truly want to just let others know it's gonna be okay. You are going to get through this. It don't seem like it sometimes. It be looking real dark out there, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and it is not a train. One thing I completely forgot to mention, shame on me, is my why. Not only am I passionate about being there for others, but I've come to learn that every single time I have a powerful conversation with someone, a healing conversation with someone, it does so much for me in terms of my own healing. It does so much for me as a person, a light worker, a healing worker. And every single time I'm able to just give somebody a little bit of something, some good energy, some positivity, some encouragement, or sometimes just my ears, just listening. So I want to talk a little bit about the pages on my website. So on the home page, you're going to see a picture of me, and then you'll see some text about basically what I feel you can get from working with me and allowing me to help coach you. And then I have an about page where I go a little bit more in depth as far as my story and what really drove me and led me to create this website. One of the pages on the site is work with me, and it talks about the type of sessions that I'm providing. So I'm doing one-on-one individual sessions, and they're an hour. And then I have the option for an emergency session. So if you are really in crisis, and nothing that would require 911 assistance, of course, you want to speak to me as fast as possible, I do have the option to book an emergency session with me, and that will be booked within 24 hours. And then the last two tabs on the site is the appointment tab, of course, so you can actually book with me. And there are three options. So the first one is the intro session, and pretty much if you've never actually scheduled an appointment with me or worked with me, please make sure you book the intro session, because that option also comes with a form. I created the form. It's very simple. It's only 4 questions. I basically just want to know a little bit about what's going on in your life at the time, and then also I would like to know what you hope to gain from your experience with me, what you hope to gain from the session. And the last page on my site is my resource page. So I've got a couple different things on there, a couple different categories. One of them are like some of my favorite books that have really helped me and just been an aid in my journey when I was really going through things and feeling down and out, as well as even I've included some of my favorite YouTube channels, like some motivational speakers and influencers that have just been places you can go to get more positivity, more information. I've even included like some Amazon products, things that like a journal, because I find that very, very, very helpful. I'm a big writer. It's definitely one of my outlets when I'm going through things and I need to have an emotional purge. I head to writing. That's my zhuzh. I have links to websites where I have found successful therapists from. So just in case you don't know where to start, again, I'm happy to help you with this in a session if this is what you need, but you can just go right to my resources page, and right under where can I find a therapist, you'll see different links to websites where I have actually found a therapist, worked with them, and had great results. So, you know, if you personally aren't going through anything, but maybe you know someone, a cousin, a friend, an auntie, or your mama, whoever, I mean, it doesn't matter gender, race, age, none of that matters. I'm just looking to help human beings. I don't care about nothing else. If you are a human being and you are going through life and you need some support, I'm your girl. Book a session with me, and you know, we're gonna get through this. So yeah, please feel free to share this video, send it to anyone you think is in need or could just use a little bit of help back on the right track, or just a little bit of encouragement. You know, sometimes that's all we need at the end of the day, is just to have someone reignite the hope in our lives, the courage in our lives, the will. Sometimes you just need that little kick fire, you know, like light that shit up a little bit. Anyway, that wraps it up for today's video. I look forward to seeing you guys in my future content, and please remember to like, share, subscribe, drop a comment down below, and let me know what you think. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Until next time.